Hey friend, it is Kate here. Thank you so much for jumping on my channel and joining me for a class here today. I hope you are having a lovely day wherever you happen to be. It is a bright, shiny day here in Austin and I'm loving the weather. I hope wherever you are too. A lot of you have told me where you're from and I have to say I love hearing that. It's so interesting to find out where all my fabulous students are from. So if you haven't told me in the comments below, I would love to find out. But anyway, I have got more of a beginner intermediate class today, kind of on that cusp. It goes a little bit faster than maybe a few of my classes, but as always, I give plenty of modifications. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Roll out your mat and let's get started. Let's begin standing near the back of our mat. Belly button in, top of the head high, shoulders nice and broad, hands heavy. I almost want you to imagine that you're holding onto weights and your hands are being pulled down to the ground, but you have to turn on your muscles to keep them upright, to keep your posture working, your belly turned down. Big deep inhale. Exhale, relax your fingers if you are gripping like I am, because even though those arms are activated, we don't want our hands to grip in a fist. Another big breath. Exhale, drop your chin to your chest, bend your knees, let that head be heavy and start to roll down to a small forward fold. I want you to hold here for a moment, maybe bend the knees deeper or even sway the hips lightly side to side. And then from here, we're going to look to the top of the mat and crawl forward out to a great big plank. Arrive in that plank and hold for a moment. Think of pressing away from the ground, fanning your fingertips wide. Remembering it's better to have your hands a little bit too far apart than ever too narrow. And it's also much better of a choice to lift your hips up just a little bit than to ever let your pelvis kind of sag, because ideally, even if we have to lift up a little bit, you know that you're keeping those muscles engaged, and more than that, you're protecting your low back by doing that instead of letting your things fall down to the ground. Take a big inhale, big breath out, another big inhale. I want you to bend the knees, reach your hips back, and walk your hands back towards your toes. Find that forward fold again. Head heavy, relax the neck, and then look to the top of the mat again and crawl forward. As much as you can, don't let your hips kind of ping pong side to side. We want to keep ourselves nice and even, nice and level. What's going on with your neck? Where are you looking? For me, if I look at the front edge of my mat, that's typically where I know that I'm keeping that neck so long. If I look down at my hands, we often get kind of a crick in our neck, and if we look too forward, we definitely get a crick. Either way, big inhale. Send the hips back, bend the knees, walk your hands towards your toes once more. Find that gentle forward fold, and then again, look forward, crawl the hands. Last time in our big plank pose, stay for a moment here. Press down and away, low belly up and in, low back so long, so straight. Take a big deep breath. Gently release back, maybe press back into a child's pose, crawling your hands away, and then pull yourself up to a little tabletop. If we need to fold our mat to support our knees, that's always a great option. But from here, I want you to extend your right foot back behind you. Hollow that tummy, lengthen through the low back, turn on the spot where your thigh and your glute connect. Take a big sip of air in. Exhale, float your foot up. You can always adjust the hands if you need to when we lift that leg up. From here, could you press deeper into your right hand and float the left hand up? If that is too much, you take that hand back down to the ground. That is perfectly fine. Now, point the toe. Imagine that I'm holding on to your ankle and your wrist. Yes, I am just that talented. I could do both. And I'm pulling you apart. While you're finding all that lovely length, I want you to think about drawing your left shoulder towards your right hip. Maybe that helped to engage the tummy a little bit. Now from here, 5 times we're going to touch our toe and our fingers to the ground. Exhale, slowly lift up. Inhale, gently come down. Exhale, slowly lift up. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. 3 more down. Exhale, lift. Last one down. Exhale, lift, hold, grow long and straight again while still turning on the middle of your body. Take a big inhale. Exhale, pull your elbow and your knee together, rounding through your spine. Inhale, reach everything away. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, out and away. Take your time. Be easy and slow in your movement. It's about doing this in a mindful way, not about rushing through each activity. Last time, reach out, stay for another breath. Take a big inhale. And then exhale this time. Touch the toe and finger down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Now we've reversed that breath, and it can be kind of interesting to see what happens when we change where we do that exhale. Usually for me, my exhale occurs on the more challenging part of an exercise. It's not always 100% true, but kind of an easy rule of thumb. Last one, exhale down. Inhale, lift, stay, take a breath. Set the hand down, pull the knee in, wiggle around if you need to. Oh, I've got a little itch on my nose, I apologize. Press down onto both palms, send your opposite foot back. For me, that's my left, but if you did the other side, A-okay. Low belly in, and now reach I'm so sorry, we're gonna lift our foot up first. Press down, broaden and widen. Turn on that spot where your thigh and your glute connect. Float the foot up. Keep it flexed, or if you're ready to point, that's great. But now we'll lift our opposite hand up and away. You want that same sort of feeling where you are constantly trying to find as much length as you can through your whole body, while at the same time, everything in the middle is so kind of pulling into the middle. I often imagine a little string or a little belt around the small of my belly, gently pulling everything in. Now down and up we go. Inhale, we touch. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Remember, you can always go a little smaller, a little bigger than what I happen to do. But what is important right here is keeping the center of your body still and silent. I am not letting my spine move. There is no kind of cat and cow action happening in my spine. Last one. Inhale down, exhale, lift, stay. And now we'll pull our elbow and knee together, and you do get to move the spine. Big inhale to prepare. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. A couple more times, going again at your own pace, taking all the time in the world you'd like. Last time, bring it on in. Reach it out, stay. And now this time, we're going to inhale, hold. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale up, exhale down. Take your time, move at your own pace. There is no hurry whatsoever. 2 more. Last one. Lift, stay for a moment. Set the hand and knee down. Sink back into a child's pose. Find that length in your body. Rise back onto your hands and your knees. We're going to tuck our toes and curl through the back of our body. You can even let your head drop just a little bit, but from here, think of actively almost pushing the mat away. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, hollow your tummy so much that we lift our knees off of the ground. Hold here. Relax the head. Wiggle it out. No tension in the neck. Take a big, deep inhale. Big breath out. 2 more. Let it go. Last breath. Set the knees down, realign the spine. You might wiggle your tushy around, you might roll in the shoulders a little bit. Any movement's always okay. But again, we'll tuck our toes, we'll curl, soften those shoulders down the back. How long can you keep your neck as you exhale and lift? That neck can be long even while we drop it down. It's almost like there's a little string attached to your head, lightly pulling it down to the ground. Think of toning your inner thighs towards one another, scooping that belly. We're in a C curve. If you can't kind of picture it, we're going to be there again later. Just you wait and see. Keep pulling that belly button up and in. Last breath, set the knees down, realign everything, wiggle, 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 any movement you like. And very last little set, tuck, tone and curl, big inhale, exhale, hollow and lift. It's that same kind of feeling of trying to pull your inner thighs towards one another, letting that head be heavy while we find some beautiful space and length between each and every little vertebra here in this little position. Take one more big sip of air in. Great big sigh out. Set the knees down, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. From here, let's take our feet out in front of us. You can kind of scooch to the front of your mat if you need to. We'll take our hands behind our thighs, roll the shoulders back, belly button up and in, big breath. Just like we did on our hands and our knees, exhale, hollow the tummy and curl. Inhale, roll the shoulders, lift up. Exhale, hollow the tummy, curl. Now, I'm almost think of pressing into my thighs and then really stomping my feet into the ground to keep that lovely hollowed feeling. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, tone the belly, curl. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Last one, curl, hold. Now, even though we're in this lovely little C curve, I want you to take your gaze lightly up and then tip back just a hint more. Hands can stay on our thighs if you need to, or we could take them up to the sky, palms up, or you could face them towards one another. Whatever works better in your shoulders is perfectly fine. But from here, I want you to take a big, deep inhale. Lift your knee up. Now, it's almost that same kind of feeling earlier of trying to pull your knee in towards the middle of your body, like when we were in our tabletop. And then from here, we're just going to drop the toe down. Exhale, pull the knee up. Inhale, drop the toe down. Exhale, pull the knee up. Do you notice, though, that my knee is not actually moving? This movement's coming way up in my hip. So we're not can dancing. We're touching our toe and we're lifting it. You could also think there's a big pool of water down by your toe and it's so cold you must exhale, lift up. You touch it into the water, exhale, ooh, it's cool, pick it up. A few more times, down, exhale, lift. Last one down, lift it up, stay. And now from here, I want you to stomp, stomp, stomp into your left foot. And then we're going to reach our foot out, exhale, pull that knee back in. Inhale, reach it out, exhale, pull it right back in. 3 more, reach it out, pull it in. 2 more out. Exhale in. Last one out. Exhale in. Now we're going to do a little bicycle action. So we're going to go around and you're going to barely touch that water. Exhale, pull it up. Inhale around. Exhale. Ooh, it's so cold. Pull it up. 3 more down. Exhale. Ooh, pull it up. 2 more down. Pull it up. Last one down. Pull it up. Reverse down and around. Exhale up. Down and around. Exhale up. For 3. And 2, last one. Set that foot down, take a breath, reach your hands in front of you, roll yourself up. Beautiful job. Guess what? We got to do it to the other side. Set yourself up, maybe hands behind the thighs, roll, lift, big inhale. Exhale, tip the pelvis back, rock down into your C curve. Tone the tummy, fold a little bit from the sternum, maybe take the palms up to the sky, stamp down into your right leg. Exhale, lift. And we'll do our little toe taps, toe touches a few times right here. And you can always go a little faster, a little slower. It is not about staying quite with my speed, but doing it at a speed that works for you. Whatever your body is calling for is always perfect. Last time. And honestly, I'll tell you, even if your body says, I'm done for the day, sometimes it's good to listen to that. You can pause me and come back later. I don't mind. I'm going to be here. Bring that knee in. Pull that belly button out. I'm sorry, in. And then inhale, straighten, exhale, pull. Inhale, straighten, exhale, pull. 3 more, straighten, bring it in. 2 more. Last one. Now it's time for those little bicycles. So we're going to straighten, press it down, pull it in. Straighten, reach it down, exhale, pull it in. Keep going at your own pace. For 3 and 2. Last one. Reverse down and around. You got this. Keep going. 3, 2, last one. Set that foot right on up. Pull it in. Set it down. Hug the hands together. Roll yourself up. Hands behind the thighs. Roll, sit up tall, sit up straight. Belly button up and in. Curl. Find your C curve. Walk your feet together and glue your inner thighs towards one another. I want you to imagine that there is a great big rubber band pulling everything together, scooping that tummy. Take your fingertips out. And now from here, we're going to drop about 3 inches. Exhale, lift 3 inches. Inhale, drop 3 inches. Exhale, cinch and tone. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. It's almost like a little fold from the sternum, that lifts you up. If you're getting some earthquake shakes like I am, you are doing fabulous. Let's do 3 more. Exhale, curl. 2. Exhale, tone. Last one. Drop it up. Bring it down, hold, squeeze those hands towards one another. Almost imagine you're holding a block or maybe an imaginary present, something that you're physically holding onto, and your arms are so engaged. Dip down 1/2 inch more. Make it really challenging for yourself here. We're going to slide our hands open. Exhale, hug that present. Inhale, slide your hands open. Exhale, hug that present. 3 more. 2. Last one. Hold, take a big sip of air in. Great big sigh out. We're going to drop down all the way to the ground on a count of 5. Let's go down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax yourself back. Walk your feet in. Immediately imprint the spine and start to turn on your body. We're not relaxing yet, my friends. Hands down to the sides of you, palms into the ground. Roll those shoulders back to pin them open while still drawing your ribs towards one another. Press into your heels. Take an inhale, slowly lift up into a bridge pose. This is not a yoga bridge pose. We're not opening through the front of our body. We're engaging the lower part of our body, especially that spot where your thigh and your glute connect, and it's almost like you're trying to flatten out the front of your hips and lift your whole pelvis up. From here, take a big deep inhale. Great big breath out. I want you to stamp deeper into your left foot, and then exhale, lift your right knee. We're back in our same little spot here that we were just a moment ago. We're going to touch our toe down back into that pool of water. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale down, exhale, lift. Inhale down, exhale, lift. 3 more. 2. Last one. Set the foot down. Realign the hips. If anything moved at all, you're human. I moved too. It's okay. Press down into your right foot. Exhale, lift the left. Same thing here. Inhale down, exhale, lift. Inhale down, exhale, lift. You got this. Keep going. For 3 and 2. Last one. Set the foot down. Scoop the belly. Lift the hips. Broaden the chest. Keep pointing that nose straight up to the sky. Take a big sip of air in. Exhale, roll all the way down. From here, pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug, a squeeze, and then hold the backs of your legs. You can actively flex your feet. That kind of actually helps me from here. But I want you to press your feet towards the wall across from you, but notice, did you just let your shoulders slide on up to your ears? We still want to keep them down the back of the body, but I'm actively pulling my legs forward while I'm actively pressing my feet away. Keep that thought, keep that feeling, and then release the hands and reach them past you. If this is too much, a hand behind the head is a great option. You could also lower your head and chest if you need to. But from here, let's do our 100. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. You're about halfway there. Now, the entire time I do my 100, I'm cinching those thighs towards one another. I'm folding continuously from my sternum and trying to reach past my hips. I am still actively flexing my feet and sending them away, keeping my whole lower body turned on. Almost there. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Last one. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Hold. Reach your fingers further. Pull that belly button up and in. Take a big, deep inhale. Big breath out. One more big inhale. Let it go. And then from here, I want you to extend your right foot out. Exhale, pull it in. Extend the left foot out. Exhale, pull it in. Back and forth we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. You got this. I know you look so beautiful wherever you are. Last set. Hug the backs of the legs again. Roll the shoulders. Fold up just a little bit more. Take a great big full inhale. Great big breath out. And then slowly let everything go. Reach your hands and toes away from one another, wiggling them out. Pull your right knee into your chest. If you need to bend your knee to accomplish that, that is always fine. You can keep it long, that's great too. But from here, I like to circle my knee around a little bit in that ball and socket joint in my hip, both directions. And then maybe grabbing the outside edge of my thigh with my left hand, not on my knee, because remember, our knees are delicate and precious. We don't want to pull on them, but we can kind of scoop and pull from that middle spot of your thigh. And you can take a little twist over. Nothing too big or crazy. I mean, unless you want that, then you go as big as you want to. But for me, just a little twist is normally enough. And the more I keep my right shoulder grounded as I take that thigh over and across, the bigger of a stretch I feel. But each and every one of us is a little different. Let that go. Send that foot long. Pull the other knee in. Same thing here. A little hug, little circle in both directions. And then maybe cross it on over. Oh, you might get a little pop. Occasionally that happens. Let that go too. Pull both knees in. Give yourself a great big hug, a great big squeeze, and roll up to a seat. As always, a pat on the back. Be so proud of all that your body has accomplished for you today. I certainly hope you enjoyed class, and I can't wait to see you again.